The long-awaited debut of Muhammad Mokaev has finally been made, and wow, did he not disappoint. Mokaev is a huge prospect coming in with a great overall game, great wrestling, great striking, and as he showed in this debut, and people have been waiting to see him in action in the UFC for so long. Youngest fighter in the UFC with just so much potential. And starting off the fight, he came in blazing as he really just looked to take the center of the octagon right away and pretty much establish his position and try to get range. And as you could see, when he originally came to the middle of the octagon, he did this a lot during the fight. He first feinted a kick to get Durden to pretty much back up and to establish Mokaev's range. And then from there, he pretty much came right out with an amazing switch kick, which landed pretty clean, kind of on the upper side of Durden's chest, but still landed. And then right after that, Durden went to shoot for a kick, and Mokaev was able to evade it quite nicely. And just at the opening, pretty much like a couple of seconds, a lot just occurred fast. Mokaev coming out hot and pretty much already being effective and just establishing his distance. And you could really see throughout the fight he uses a lot of feints and a lot of leg feints, as here he now feints another leg kick and then another one as well, and just pretty much establishing his range until he went and goes for a high kick that it gets deflected.
Yeah, and Mokaev was really showing his skills there, and what a talented prospect. Only 21 years old and already has a pretty good base of pretty much everything in his game. We saw his grappling, we saw his submission, and we saw his striking as well. Everything is feinting to his kicking. Everything was really looking sharp. For a 21-year-old, this guy is really promising and looks to have a bright future, a good prospect. And as the round was continuing, he was really just finding his rhythm, establishing his distance. He set up a good kick to the body as well around 25 seconds in, and was really just putting Durden on notice to what he had to bring. Durden came in with a huge right hand that Mokaev was able to see. He was able to get out of the way, and pretty much a couple seconds after that in the fight, you see that he really capitalizes and finds his opening right away when he feints low and then comes out top with a huge left flying knee, which Durden pretty much just goes into, lands flush on his jaw, and sends him to the ground.
Yeah, and this is something like really exciting to see from especially such a young fighter. One that's capitalizing and using so many feints. And as you can see, he was feinting with many different strikes. He feinted an uppercut at one point, feinted many kicks, and it was just great to see him introducing a whole overall game. He was using a great switch kick multiple times that landed effectively, or was scaring Durden from maybe engaging, and then pretty much, like you said, coming away from that right just barely and finding that huge opportunity after feinting low to go for a huge knee. And then pretty much just capitalizes right away as he jumps on Durden and goes for the choke. And then it seemed like he got kind of slammed pretty much, but he just stuck tight on that choke and just was not letting go at all. And just from there, it looked like Durden was trying his best to get out of there, but just didn't manage to at all. And Mokaev forces the tap, and just huge debut for him.
Yeah, what a performance, what a statement for Mokaev, really putting the world on notice in a pretty big stage in UFC London. Even though he was the first fight on the prelims, he really made a statement with that performance, and it's going to be putting everyone in his division on notice pretty much. And it's definitely exciting to see how he'll develop and how he'll rise through the ranks coming up, because he's super young and super talented. We already see that, so it's definitely interesting to see how he comes up.